Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how you doing? It's Russ here from Pokey's Corner. The biggest gob in sport. Yeah, that's right. We say the things that nobody dare say. Isn't that right? Tony Bellew, the disappearing man that's now reappeared. Eh? Oh, Tony! Tony! Talking pony! Tony, you got greedy! You got greedy! Pop, pop, bang! What is Tony Bellew's problem? Right? Is that we're talking about a grown man here, right? A grown man, right? With 3 kids. Got his own house, car. He's got a media job with DAZN. He's a grown man, right? Tony Bellew can't stand people like Eddie Hearn. Can't stand them. He's everything that he's against. So he says, you know, and that's how he puts things out. But when it's Eddie, oh, it's okay, he's his mate. Tony Bellew believes that rapists should all be stoned at the street. Hey, I do. They put him on a wing in jail called Rule 43, where they're protected by the screws. They're escorted to the visits and they're escorted to the gym classes and education classes by screws. Yeah, that's when everybody else is banged up. That's when they go about their business. They're like protected. There's prison officers that are corrupt on that wing, doing jail, police officers, police informants, paedophiles, rapists, people who are in debt, ran debts up in prison, all the dregs of society and everything that convicts don't like. They're all on a separate wing. And Tony believes they should be stoned, and I do. I believe that. So why have we got Tony Bellew on internet with his arm around Mike Tyson? Isn't he a convicted rapist? He also battered an old couple, didn't he, that were really old on free side at freeway. He got jailed for that. You know. Tony believes drug cheats should be stoned as well. Stone them. Get them out of sport. We all know what happened with Oscar Rivers' test with Dylan White, don't we? We don't know about the Conor Benn one as well, don't we? Old Crusher. They're Tony's mates, aren't they? And we need to know the facts and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And Mike Tyson, you know, blah, blah, blah. Look, go and look at the evidence. We'll speak to Teddy Atlas about his niece. What was she? 11? It's all there in black and white. I mean, you're going on about Dylan White and he's got previous and all this, what Mike Tyson has. Tony's world, the world according to Tony Bellew. Get your helmet votes in for a month. We're going to bring it back for one time only. There'll be a lot for this month, won't there? We're the month of August and we're only halfway through, aren't we? Pop, pop, bang. These people are not going to change. They're just going to keep doing what they do just to keep going that other month. Get them paychecks coming in because they've sold the souls. Say one thing and do another. They're going to do wonders, but all they do is sit on cucumbers. Eh? When the ice breaks, I'm waiting. Nobody else is waiting, are they? Nobody. Nobody's got no knackers in boxing, have they? None. Nobody's got no knackers. Nobody had any up there to put Dennis straight. I were like a tornado up there. After the second week, I started letting my presence be felt. What I thought. Yeah. They were gasping. Ask Dennis's pit bull. Yeah, big pit bull sat there. Been near a 20 stretch nearly. Nobody's allowed to speak to Big Ron like that. Well, I am, because he don't pay me. Too many people think about that. But they don't think about, you know what? This ain't right. People phoning over Mike Tyson at these evening whips when he used to come over and do them. Yeah, I've got pals who were doing it, who were putting them on with, putting shows on with him in Donny. Some of them were doing security. I'm like, what are they doing? If it had been Joe Bloggs in the street, they'd have been kicking him round the street, wouldn't they? Hey, been done for rape. They'd be kicking him round the street, wouldn't they? But not Mike. He's going to kick you back, isn't he? So we have a photo took with him. Totally embarrassing, eh? That's how I look at it. But Tony, you talk pony. Did you see Tony Bellew's biased commentary? When's that going to stop? When a match are going to stop? We had it with Chisora against Usyk, didn't we? Him jumping up and down with Penfold like a couple of little banshees, jumping up and down. Hey, what were all that about? His biased commentaries off the charts. I thought they were taking him off it. No, they couldn't do that, could they? They needed you, didn't they, Tony, other night? They needed you. At least Andy Lee told you straight, didn't he? Joshua couldn't pull trigger. He can't pull trigger unless it's somebody pushing 40. The proof's in the pudding. His last 9 fights, the 3 stoppages they've got, were all men pushing 40-year-old pop, bang. Old men. But then he struggled with them. He struggled with Povetkin, Pulev, and the other guy, Hilarious, Robert Hilarious. And do you know what done him in? Fitness done him in because the legs had gone. And Joshua's legs are not far from gone. And he's 34 in October. Yeah. 19 years younger than me today, I think, or a couple of days. And I look loads younger than him, don't I? I have no miles on clock like him. I have a pop, bang. But Tony, you know, when you look in that mirror in the morning, when you look in that mirror, what do you see? What do you see? I'll tell you what I see. I see somebody who didn't beat a champion and somebody who sold his soul for a few quid. Lickers! Off with their heads, lickers. Hanging out the back of Eddie Hills. A man that invented an amateur record that didn't happen. It's like you, a world champion that you're not really a world champion. They call it paper champion, that, don't they? Paper champion. Unbelievable. Beating David A don't make you a great fighter when he was held together by Papa Mache. So it is what it is, isn't it? So Tony, you keep digging me out and I'm going to keep digging you out. But you're easy to dig out, aren't you? Because you're willing to go in front of the whole sporting world and spin the rubbish that you spin about Joshua being this devastating killer puncher, the most devastating puncher since Mike Tyson. More about Riddick Bowe, David Tua, Lennox Lewis. God, what about Wilder? Hey? Unbelievable. I bet Tyson Fury punches harder than Joshua. It's just because Joshua looks like he does. He looks like he can punch, but he can't deliver the punch. He can't deliver it. It's no good you're giving a Ferrari to somebody who can't drive. They're not going to be able to win Formula One, are they? Tony, you talk pony. Pop, bang. I'll catch up with you in a few days, Tom. All right. Peace out. What, do you want to kiss and make up?